Hello everyone, my name is Teemo Devil, and as requested by many of you in the comments of my channel, I will do a video about Railjack, and now we're gonna do a speedrun wise version of Railjack because I know a lot of you don't want to do Railjack with your friend if you don't due to major bugs that they have currently. If a client chooses a mission for you, uh, the loading screen will take extremely long unless you have low ping or a very good amount of good GPU to handle that. So we're gonna have a strategy for this. For your railjack, I would show you some of my mods right here. Uh, the integrated is this. I prefer the forward artillery. That's why I have these tools on the build. The turret, because I do use turrets a lot. The only reason why I don't add more ordnance mod unlike some of the people that watch it, is because I use ordnance as a tool, not a main weapon to do damage. Uh, Random nemesis because turret damage versus Corpus, and this acts like a damage mod for just like one of the mods that I do see right here, which is Hammer Shrek. This one adds 25% into the total amount of damage we have on the turret itself. The battle is Blackout Pulse to slow down the ship, Tether to group up the ship, and Secret Volley to destroy the ship by homing missiles. Form up to group up all my teammates if I do with one of my friends, not an entire team of course, and Void Cloaks to shape by shape for getting destroyed by being invisible. Of course, this comes at the cost of engine speed reduced down significantly. I would say significantly because it's not 30%, and I tried it. And now, for intrinsic, I use tactical 10 because we have recall wrap. Recall wrap means if you use the Omni gear, you can return back to Railjack at any point given time. If you do it with a team or like 3 members, you can use Shown Wrap, although I wouldn't recommend it. It has some issue with the visual. Piloting, I would use rank up to 4 because when you hold shift during a flying segment, you can double tap shift to fly faster, which is vector maneuver. If you can rank up to rank 5 and such, it will loot a lot of resources for your ships, which is really important if you want to save your ship in some situation. Gunnery, I rank up to 7 because overheat. Engineering, I rank up to 5 because I just recommend ranking up to 4 if you can for Doom Charge Force, resupply forward artillery cannon. Command, I would recommend you to rank up to 8 for the Lich, although I wouldn't use Lich much in the gameplay. Now for the crews, I use engineering, piloting, and gunnery, but it's really up to you as your preference to choose which crew members is fitable for your mission. Now let's get into our railjack. I will go to dojo first to showcase my railjack. Here is my railjack, and now we're gonna go to computer. For the main parts of the component, I would recommend you to get a MK3 part. I do not recommend you to use MK1 or any parts that your friends that others are recommending outside of MK3. I use Vidar because it has balanced amount of stats. Although if you want Zekti shield, I would also recommend, but you have lower shield capacity. Although shield regeneration will be extremely faster. For the armament, I use Photo because I do like laser on my main gun, and Glacio because it does tons of 50% crit chance, nearly a guaranteed crit chance. Tackle Seeker for like one shot the ship. Let's just say defensive parts of the cruise ships. Like I said, I do not use Ordnance, which is Tackle Seeker MK3 as a damage device. I just use this as a tool device. This is my crew, which is one of the guys has gunnery and piloting 5, focusing on piloting. One guy right here is using gunnery and repair, which will help the gunner. I'm sorry. This guy will be engineering because he has repair number 5, and this guy will be gunner because he has gunner number 5, but also he has the endurance number 4 and also piloting number 4. He will also supporting pilot at some situation, but he most of the time will help engineer if things go south, or 3 of them if things go south. All right. Customization wise, it's really up to you. I would recommend that your personal preference. Now let's get into the mission itself. If you want to speed up the process of doing Warframe, I don't recommend you to do Grenier. Grenier Warframe, in order to get Void Fisher, you really need to get into the Awake Rule. But Awake Rule has an issue if you play with some of your friends, is that client sometimes doesn't proc the Void Fisher to spawn in. Even as a host, I had some issue of Void Fisher doesn't spawn into the during the Awake Rule segment. So I wouldn't recommend you to do Grenier. I also don't recommend you to do Volatile, because Volatile, although Real Check part will gives you less objective compared to Exterminate, the Volatile part itself is literally 5 minutes, and it's kind of time costing if you don't know the Volatile mission, how the Volatile mission is supposed to do in order to get the least amount of time. So I would recommend you to do Exterminate on Corpus. If you want to farm the Safeguard guns, go for Lit Missile. If you want to farm Safeguard himself, go for Axie or Nail. But also, we're gonna go for Calabash on Bell, because you can go any world mission on Neptune or Bell, because the Derelict will drop new parts of the new Red Shack update, which is the Common Penta, and 3 of the very strong Red Shack mods with additional resources for you. Now we're gonna go Exterminate because that's the only option and it's the fastest. We go solo, and for my Warframe, I forgot to mention you, is that I will use Siren. This is my Siren build, although it's not perfect. I don't expect anything else out of her, outside of doing the mission as fast as possible. You can do as the DPS, but this is the build I prefer to use. I would also use Kuva Chakra, but you can use any one-hit weapon or like very strong weapon if you prefer, and build for the most amount of damage. I would recommend you to use Serration, because if you have a mod called Bane of Corpus, use it. Bane of Corpus gives you more damage than Serration, because it adds to the entire amount of damage, right? As you can see right here. For the Guandao, I use Guandao because Guandao can crit extremely fast, and the range of the Guandao is very large. So recommend using Guandao, but you can use any weapon as you prefer, as long as you can do it fast. I'm not bothered. We're gonna go for navigation now. Let's do as I said before. Exterminate on Corpus is your only option to do. We're gonna choose a random relic. Now, gonna go for the mission. We're gonna skip the cinematic.
Attention, void storm imminent. This will get a little bumpy.
Right, we're gonna go for
Housekeeping. Cap ship. Sweep and clear.
and now double tap the ship button to sprint faster.
Is tearing open void fissures at your destination.
Freight linker on scope. Abandoned.
We're gonna go for slingshot.
No in the sector. Terminate them. Priority 1. They want our shipment. Very well.
Then aim for the yellow bot right there. Sometimes it will get into the slingshot entrance stuff.
Slingshot loaded. 10-0 in the barrel.
Now we're gonna hack this, and then use the Omni part to get it back to the ship.
You're near a fissure.
Scavs missed a few.
Alright. As you can see, some people have shown.
Void sink detected aboard that
I will kill these
vessel.
guys because sometimes they are corrupted and then drop some void fisher.
Secured.
And now we're gonna go main
Arming torpedoes.
to the main
Locking onto their
objective.
signature. Firing.
One second, guys. All right. Let's turn down the volume because I think my microphone is not kind of working really well with this. All right, we have two objectives: security node or priority target. I will do priority target first because I have one person on pilot, but also I can do direct on security node and get right into the exterminate mission, which is saving more time.
Obliterate this transport from the inside.
All right, we have the.
Godspeed.
Okay, we have the hacking terminal segment, which is extremely easy. You just need to have a terminal using the operator dash to save the time up. Alright, we're now defend the ship. And then we use squadron to clear up some space.
Protect the terminal. Storm is becoming more severe.
You don't want to stay as too long in during the voice home because voice home after 10 minutes it will cover the map and it hit your red track extremely hard and you have no way to escape. So complete your mission as fast as possible. The Corpus has a ground mission objective like this and they drop tons of void fissure. That's why I prefer to do Corpus more than Grenadier. Grenadier is very inconsistent and I don't recommend. Alright, I'm gonna move to the next objective. Right, console is open. We're gonna hack a second console.
Encrypting secondary codes.
Right, we're gonna use center to spread out the infection and then kill most of the enemy that is corrupted. And now we have 10 reactant, guys. Very fast, and you don't need to worry about reactant anymore. We just need to finish the mission as fast as possible.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Freight linker, launch ram sleds. Show them what Aurak's troops can do.
Alright, now we're gonna kill the commander. First, use up the operator to dash if you can. And now we have to hack the final console and then wait for it to open. Now we're gonna kill these guys. There you go. The commander is down. We hack the console. And then use the Omni to return.
Kill the lights. Go.
Now we're gonna move to the second objective.
Reinforcements cut off. Our job just got a little easier.
And now we're gonna go for security nodes.
Corpus Marines. Board a cruise ship and engage them hand to hand.
Right, two objectives right here.
Cruise ship on scope.
I'm gonna use the ordnance to show where the security node as fast as possible. And then we're gonna use this.
Need heavy ordnance. Fire torpedoes.
There you go. If you want to go slingshot style, make sure the pilot is stay well away from the pilot station and then go straight to slingshot and then aim at the yellow part right here. There you go. Now you are in as a slingshot entrance style. Now killing as much as many as you can, as usual. As you can see, we do not know how much damage you can get from Saturn 1 because the Saturn 1 is applied to the priority target ships. Don't worry about that, just keep using your 1, spreading as much infection as possible.
Handing off Lieutenant Coordinator Lotus. See you on the other side.
Now, infection is gone. We're gonna reapply.
You let them get on board. Do not compound your failure by leaving them alive.
These spices are extremely tanky and they are very dangerous. So be careful when fighting these guys and make sure to use Saturn 2 if you can. I got hacked because I do know the door is yellow. And the force home is starting to piss me off a little bit because their effects are affecting my PC heavily. Of course, I do not know how to edit this effect out yet, Maybe our discussion with Anspation to figure out a way to reduce the voice storm effect. But right now we have to stick where we are. Our main focus is to complete this mission as fast as possible, so let's go for it and not bother by anything else. Alright, we're done. But we cannot go to rail check yet. We have to use go to the objectives, and then at the exit part of the ship, we're gonna use our Omni to return. Or if you have the form of mod that I use for my tactical on my rail track, then you can use that to return back to the ship. Else, Omni is way faster. You can also use form of right here. Costs a longer time though. As you can see, because
signs. Vessel is clear. Closing out this file.
oh, we got XCC6, so we are not lucky, but you can get Safeguard part on the second reward pops up. Very good. We had completed the mission under 8 minutes, which is usually I will complete this mission on 7 minutes and 30 seconds, as expected. So, as you can see, you can finish the mission extremely fast. But make sure if you do it with a team, do not do it over 50 minutes, else the monster will kill you. Alright, that's all we have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the next part
Worth
of the
using.
video. See ya.